on, it's Alexander here, back with some more Dragon Age Inquisition. So talk with the last two companions and go back to the war table to see what's up, and then, well, that'll be where we end it.
I do not like having that mirror, Illuvian, in Skyhold. Corypheus may not be able to travel through it, but what if something else can?
I don't think Morrigan would keep it here if that were true.
Yes, Morrigan said as much when I asked her.
Oh?
She said I was unreasonable, then offered to explain how the Illuvian works using words with less than 4 syllables.
Ah.
The Circle had a library. I'm fairly well read.
Right.
I'm not unreasonable.
Well, that's all.
That's all for now. Should you...
Okay. Well, let's go see what's up with Blackwall.
Something on your mind?
Nope, see, thing was on yours.
Nothing right.
See, this is how we've unlocked new dialogue. We are going to stop by and talk to Varric again. So I'm wondering if his stuff has more dialogue now that we've gotten this far. I think he's the only one we have left, really. And if he... Actually, no, there's a few, but if his doesn't, we'll go talk with the other ones, too.
Need something? Or are you just here to admire the dwarf?
Okay,
Can I ask you...
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered.
Okay, no, nothing new there.
Inquisitor. A pleasure.
How do you stay so civil with everyone, Josephine?
Bonds of circumstance among the nobility are fickle. Civility is the only constant everyone admires. And I do deplore rudeness in those who know better.
Does it even become a strain sometimes?
Well, it can be trying. There is no shortage of self-regard among the nobility. The game can be wearying, discouraging, and extremely painful. But honestly, I'd miss meeting people. I've made the most fascinating friends.
I like meeting all of you.
One good thing about becoming Inquisitor has been meeting so many different people.
I'm pleased. I imagine we appear a strange bunch to those outside our circle. Mages, Templars, Seekers, and an apostate elf are not often found working in harmony. Or at all.
Anything new here? Did we ever go through these?
How were you raised, Josephine?
I was born in Antiva City, but when I turned 15, Mother declared I'd attend finishing school in Val Royeaux. But I bawled into her skirts the day I had to leave.
You must have missed her terribly.
I did, and she was most unsympathetic to my wailing. But my mother only wanted the best for me. Living in Orlais was an education in itself.
What did you learn at this finishing school in Val Royeaux?
Among other things, mathematics, rhetoric, poetry, history, logic, and a great deal of etiquette. I still remember Madame Beventir's switch on my knuckles when I forgot the basic tenets of Nevaran dining customs. For a dowager approaching her 80th year, she had quite the arm.
How did the younger you like Val Royeaux when you arrived?
Have you ever stepped into a new city and felt the buildings couldn't possibly be real? That was Val Royeaux to me. So beautifully foreign, I gaped at its spires for months.
Does Antiva City have nothing that compares to Val Royeaux?
Antiva City is a jewel among the capitals. But I did not appreciate that before I traveled. There are multitudes of places I'd like to see. Saharan, the Anderfels, whatever lies past the Amaranthine Ocean.
Who rules Antiva?
A Officially, the Principality of Antiva is governed by His Majesty King Fugelno II. In reality, Antiva's merchant princes rule the country in everything but name. Quite loudly, I might add.
What sort of dealings did you have with these merchant families?
As ambassador, I attended Privy Council meetings in a mediatory capacity. May I just say, one has never heard an argument until they've sat in on 15 princes howling down each other's tariff suggestions.
That sounds more like a mob than a meeting.
It's all a part of life in Antiva. Our traditions value passion and romance, a certain exuberance of style.
Just because
Are
curiosity.
you positive you're Antivan?
I can be most exuberant when it's called for. Just at the right moments, and in a proper fashion. Might we speak of something else?
Okay.
Let's speak.
Farewell.
You know what's out there? I learn more. Let's get this war council thing going. Some of those seem like stuff that should have been talked about at the beginning of it that I missed. Apparently, the sight of Storaker marching with Inquisition soldiers has made an impression, and she was in a matter of combat and fight off a wyvern. We've had success brokering exchange. Some of the Avar scouts will join ours in the mountains, and we will send their holds certain goods imported from Relay. You don't need to listen to the Inquisition, even by our standards. But I am pleased to report Storvacker has proven worthwhile after all. Commander Colin. So tell me, Commander, would you dub this bear a roaring success? No, Colin. Just like, bad puns, bad. What do we got here? Understand how they function with the same name. A memo from Liliana written on a letter from Sarah. Sometimes we trade off baddies. Some knob learns your tricks. Message another Red Jenny. Now you're twice as hard to catch. Looks like magic, except no demons and no magic, I suppose. Anyway, the caravan we took over, there's 2 leads on that from 2 other Jennies. Good ones, too, Sarah. Simple sketches on the other Jennies and their locations scribbled below. Their mustaches seem improbable. Joey. Let's see. Slide from Navarra. Leverage the Pentagas name to manipulate to a degree, but perhaps we needn't mention it. It's not true. But funded from Tantervale, they may be open to an alliance after the trouble in Kirkwall.
Let's see what
Go
we
with that
have.
Alrighty. And just because we still have time left, we're gonna go talk with Josephine some more.
Yes?
More personal questions.
What's the land like in Antiva?
The settled areas are quite lush. The vineyards run as far as the eye can see in some places. Antiva City, however, perches right up against the Rialto Bay. That's what I miss most. The sea crashing against the maze of the docks.
I have difficulty seeing you wandering round a trading port.
Everyone in Antiva City spends time by the ships, my lord. The finest restaurants and poets all make their habitation by the sea. The waterfront's never still. Lanterns are lit along the promenade no matter what the weather. Oh, and the theater. If we're ever in Antiva City, I must take you there one day.
It'd be my honor to attend with such a lovely guide.
I shall hold you to it. Oh dear, should I send ahead for tickets? They always sell out before mid-season.
You haven't really gone into detail about how you know Liliana.
We met... let me think. We met the last few years of my schooling, but we became friends after I became ambassador to Olay. It seems terrifyingly long ago now.
How exactly did you and Liliana reconnect in the Inquisition?
I discovered my family had been overcharging a merchant we traded with for months. Our name carries a great deal of trust in Antiva. I spent weeks arranging a string of favors as suitable recompense. Apparently satisfied, the merchant extended me an invitation to her estate. Leliana greeted me in place of the merchant.
That sounds like
I
her.
assume there was more to it than a strange way to say hello.
It was a test of sorts. Leliana claimed she needed someone of painful integrity for the Inquisition. I accepted, once she finally explained what it was.
Do you remain close?
Yes, but she's grown so much more distant than the outgoing woman I met in Valroyo. Leliana used to wander the Orlesian courts, singing the sweetest songs, charming the greatest wits. Now she collects secrets and takes risks that would make empires tremble. I worry, but she will not hear it.
Does Liliana confide in you?
She enjoys revisiting our more disastrous adventures. Leliana used to concoct the most ridiculous plans. Run if you ever see her with a twine ball, a measuring stick, and a handkerchief.
Tell me about the Montiliers.
Well, my parents are alive and in good health. They live in our estate in Antiva City. Of my 4 siblings, most attend to the running of the family vineyards. That reminds me, I must ask someone to make sure Yvette attends the spring reception at the palace. My youngest sister has no head for social engagements.
Why are you overseeing your siblings' social lives?
It's Antivan custom. After a certain age, the heir apparent runs the family's estate to prove they're worthy of succession. If you're unfit for the task, the heads of the house, usually one's parents, may decree a new heir.
What do these Antivan heads of the household do if they don't run it?
They work and provide guidance. I've taken advice from my parents. Well, mostly mother. Father's more of an artist. It's rather gauche, but we never can dissuade him from running his own salons. Between him and my siblings, mother's looking forward to my taking over the estate.
Can you run your family's business and be the Inquisition's ambassador?
I won't let it interfere with the quality of my work for the Inquisition, I assure you. But managing the estate is my duty. As much work as it is, I will not shirk it.
Is running your family's estate that important to you?
I'm responsible for their welfare. A Montilier never shuns their familial duty. Taxing as those duties can sometimes be.
Maybe your siblings could help lighten your burden.
You don't know them. But Lorien in charge, or Antoine, or Yvette? No, truly. It must be me.
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
Alrighty. Well, I think that'll be it for now. Next time, we had to speak with Morgan. Well, of course, after going back to the war table and getting all the rewards and whatnot from that. And then going back to Sarah to see if there's anything else. Because there is one cutscene I'm really, really hoping to trigger. I don't think I've triggered it yet. But alright. I'm going to end this here. Thank y'all for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. We get ready for the end. Well, of the main game. So yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.